Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening and good night. It is the afternoon and I don't know what day it is. What day is it? I don't know what day it is. Thursday, we're on holidays, aren't we? Children are still off school. They're hiding in their rooms. That's what happens when you have a teenager and an 11-year-old. They hide in their rooms on their YouTube and their Xboxes. Anyway, so my partner has took my other child, my 8-month-old, out for a walk. They've gone to the chemist to get some very important teething gel because he's teething like crazy. His top teeth are coming through, which is causing us a bit of a nightmare. My mental health chicken, hello. My bipolar. I have very bad social anxiety as well. Here's me thinking that having a baby would make life better, and it has because of the chemicals during pregnancy. I was a lot better while I was pregnant. Then they started me on medication, so I've had to get used to new medication, mood stabilizers. You don't really want to know all that, but I'm in the garden because I'm on my own essentially, as the older kids are upstairs and doing their thing, and I haven't got a baby to worry about. My partner has took him out because I'm expecting a visit from one of my peer support workers because I've told them that I'm not very well. So that's why I'm sitting in the garden, because, well, it helps. Gardening helps. And I've finally got a garden this year. So I've been desperately trying to dig it out and dig it over. I've got some things in already. I did a little bit of a tour the other day, so I've got a little clip. I'll have to do another one and show you what I've done since, because I've been doing little bits, bit by bit. I've still got lots of digging to do because it is riddled with brambles and weeds, roots from other things. So I've got strawberries that desperately need going in the ground, and I haven't dug that bit over yet. I've got sweet corn that's ready to bolt because the roots are coming out of the bottom of the toilet roll tubes, and it's too early really to plant them out. But if I don't plant them out, they're going to die anyway, so I might have to replant them and just plant them out and hope that we don't get frosts. So that's why I'm in the garden, because sitting in the garden having my drink is sort of making me think about what I've got to do, like digging the rest of the strawberry bed over, which I'll turn you around a brief second. Right in front of me there, you can see my fork is in the garden. So from where the fork is to the bush is where I've got to dig. It doesn't look like an awful lot, does it? But there you can see there's still roots in the ground that I've got to dig out there. And that's where my strawberries and my sweet corn is going to have to go. So I'll turn you. So yeah, if you're having to put up with me, it's not really grey, but there's lots of cloud cover in the sky, but it's dry. I'm sitting on the floor, which is nice, and I'm thinking, have I got enough energy to dig those weeds out in the time that I've got until my appointment, which is in less than an hour. I've got, like I said, one of my support workers come around today, check on me because I'm not doing too well. I was supposed to get more medication before the half term, and well, the hospital doctors and the local doctors, it takes. Okay, right, so here I am. I've got another job I need to do, and we're going to try and get my early potatoes in, or my potatoes. I haven't got earlies, I haven't got first earlies, I just got main crop, which are whatever it was we normally get from our local supermarket, because I haven't got around to actually buying proper ones. But we have got some that have chitted. So we've got some that have chitted, you can see. So, oh, there's a scrap metal man in the background, that's what you want to hear, isn't it? Anyway, so I brought these lovely grow bags, so we're going to see if they do any good this year. Like I said, I'm in the garden, back garden, family garden, 3-bedroom house, and I haven't dug over all the ground yet, so we're making use of these are lovely grow bags. Here we go, right, there we go. They're quite round, as you can see, quite round, and we are gonna, they've got little holes in the bottom so you can get your potatoes out at the end, which is quite nice. Very well secured, Velcro, see, look. So you can just pull out your potatoes. You're not going to use that though, are you? You're just going to tip them out, aren't you, like you would. You're just going to tip them out and get your potatoes out that way. So here we go. I'm going to open up some compost, put some compost in, not too much. You only need about 4 inches at the bottom, and then put the potatoes in, and then we're going to cover them up with another, I don't know, 2 to 4 inches of compost. Now this is one of our local DIY stores brands. I've been using Miracle Grow compost, which I really like, but I couldn't order any more of that online unless I bulk buyed it, so I was a bit like, I don't really. Right, so here we go. Here are my lovely planters, and I've now filled them up with muck. I'm now going to put my potatoes in. I'm going to put them that's 2. I think I'm going to put 1 more in. So I've got 3. There we go. In each one, I think. So, and then I'm going to just cover them up again with a bit of soil, and then I'm going to put them in their little resting place, which is going to be at the bottom of my garden with near my greenhouse. There we go. Put you back up there again. But let's cover them up a bit more. A bit more soil. Can you see me? Not really. There we go. So this is the joyous bit. You get to put some more muck in. Lovely compost, which is used nearly half a bag of compost already, but yeah, it'll be worth it if we get some nice potatoes to feed the children with. I know potatoes are quite cheap enough as they are, but if we've got the grow bags and the space to put potatoes, then why not grow them? They're like one of the easiest things to grow, and everybody uses potatoes, don't they? You can't get enough potatoes. We eat potatoes with most things. We have homemade chips a lot. Even my 8-month-old loves his homemade chippies. Right, I'll cover them up, I think. Let's just make sure we've covered them up. Give them a little bit more. Give them a little bit more muck. Cover them up a bit. A bit more muck. Put a bit more muck in there. And then, as soon as they start shooting up again, we'll cover them again and again until we can't cover them anymore because the bag is full. And then when the bag is full, we've got to move over and do this next bag. Move over, do the next one. And then you have to leave them about 3 months, potatoes. And then as soon as I've covered these up, I'll move them to the greenhouse, and then I'll show you the little things that are in my greenhouse. I've got to rearrange the greenhouse and take some of the shelves out, ready to put the tomatoes and that in. Meanwhile, I'm growing some herbs, and my strawberries are in there because I haven't dug space for them in the ground. So I'll finish this and then show you that in a little while. Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening and good night again. I'm out again. I think it's Thursday and it's very bright. Sorry about that. I'll come closer. I'm on my hands and knees digging again. It's so beautiful. I did the potatoes earlier, which I showed you, and then I did a little bit of weeding in the grass while I was playing with the boy in the sunshine and my little girl. We all come out and enjoyed the sunshine for a little while. My partner Rick was round for a little while today, so he did some more trimming of the buddleia, and he dug up some of the weeds that were in this patch, which is why I've been putting off digging over this patch that I mentioned to you before, where I want to put my sweet corn and my strawberries, which are already flowering in my greenhouse because it's so warm in there. They think it's summer, but today feels like summer. It's not just spring today. It's 5 o'clock. It's like tea time, and I'm out in the garden in a little vest top on my hands and knees trying to get out weeds and roots like this one that I'm having to chop out of the floor, the ground, which is where I want to put strawberries. I can't have big bits of root like this where my strawberry roots are going to go, so I'm using secateurs when I hit a weed I can't pull. Most of them are just like bits and bobs like this I'm pulling out, and dry bits of stick, and I'm just trying to clear it so it's more manageable for my strawberries. And I keep using my secateurs because I keep getting bits, they're in my way, and look, pulling out bits like this, for goodness sake. Well, that's not going to help my strawberries at all, is it? So I'm finally getting around to doing it because it needs doing, and it's just so beautiful. It's too beautiful to be indoors. Like I said, it's 5 o'clock of an evening, so spring has definitely sprung. There's flowers growing, the strawberries are fruiting, so I don't really want to leave them in the greenhouse, so I've got to dig this bit over and get all the weeds out. So that's what I'm going to carry on doing. Now, shall I just turn you around so you can see what I'm dealing with? This patch here, let's see, you can see all the bits of sticks and twigs and roots. So I've turfed it up, forked it over, and I'm now going to go through it with my hands and knees and pull all the bits out. So that's what I'm doing, and then hopefully I can plant in my sweet corn. Hello, this is my sweet corn spot. I was digging it yesterday and now I'm planting them in. I did the first row before I realised I'm not on camera and I'm not showing you. So here we go, I'm showing you. I put the first ones in, and they've got to be 30 centimetres apart in rows. Now I put them a bit too close together because, as you can see, this is the edge of my bed. So, and the grass and the weeds are coming up from here. So they're about half spaced as they should be, so they're going to be a bit too close to each other. But I've got to put 3 in a row, or that won't be a block, will it? A block of 4 is not quite good, or a block of 8 long ways. But so this is the way I'm doing it. So I've dug a little trench, I'll put some compost in, and now I'm gonna put in my sweetie corn, which are looking like this. They're about 6.5, 7 inches long. They're very pindly still, but they are tall enough, and the roots, if you can see, are coming out the bottom, so they well and truly need to be planted even though it's too early. Turn it around quickly. Hello. I'm not feeling the best today. Had a busy day yesterday, did lots of digging and gardening, and that wears you out. And the sunshine was beautiful, but that also tires you out, doesn't it? And I was playing with the children a lot yesterday. We stayed up late with the older 2 playing computer games, so I'm a bit tired today, but I'm out because there's planting to be done, so here I am doing it. So mental health check-in, I'm doing okay. I'm a bit worn out, a bit tired. How are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing okay. We have to get on and do something. I knew I'd be upset if I didn't get out and do it after I did all the hard work yesterday to prepare the soil to put them in, if I didn't come out and put them in. So here I am, out putting them in. So I'm going to turn around again, and you can sort of hopefully what as I put them in. No, turn around. So here I am putting my sweet corn in. I've got to separate these two. How I'm going to separate these two out here? They both germinated, so yeah, they don't like being messed with, do they? So I've got to try and separate them. Oh, that was easier than I actually thought. Look at those roots, I mean, that's manic. So I've got to try and put them in deep enough. So let's try and put them in deep enough in this lovely compost I put down. So put them in there. I dig deep enough. So try and put them. This is why you put them in tubes, so they've got a bit more structure around their roots. I need a bit more compost, I think, to help stand them up. mean, my soil is pretty good actually, because it's been left and there's been loads of brambles and stuff, so it's been just left to do its own thing. I am riddled with spiders and worms and lots of creepy crawlies. Look at those roots on that, that's fantastic. Look at that. Let's give them a bit more. I'm trying to keep them in their rows. Look, in the middle there, put it in the middle, put that root right down in the bottom there, and you have to bury them about 1 inch deep. By the time I put the topsoil on, they would have done that. They're looking quite good, you know. I'm quite impressed. I know it's far too early, but when they're starting to bolt like this out of their tubes, I haven't got a lot of choice. Who'd have thought they'd have come up? It's been so mild this spring, beginning of spring. I'm just going to put that in the tube. I do try and put the whole tube in if I can, but when they're sort of falling out of their tube, that's a bit hard, isn't it? So here we go, I'm doing it. Third one in. We've got lovely little rows going on here now. Oh, lovely. Right, there's another one in. Tuck it in. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening and good night. I've come on because I was just planting the sweet corn up and we had a bit of a technical malfunction. So you only saw me plant a tiny little bit because my video cut out and I didn't notice. So I was waffling on to myself while I was planting up the sweet corn, and you didn't see any of it apart from the very bit at the beginning where I did my first trench and then started showing you me doing the second trench. Well, I've now done 4 trenches of sweet corn. Yeah, so there's 12 plants in total, and I just thought I'd do a little talk about the fact that it malfunctioned and you didn't get to see, so I'll just turn you around so you can have a look at the here. See, they still look very, very tiny, but they are in. There we go. So there's my lovely little sweet corn patch. They are very tiny. It's too, but there we go, they're in. I can always plant some more, can't I, because it's so early. I could do some more, but I thought, oh, they're growing out of their tubes like you saw, those massive roots. So I put them in. They look alright, they're doing okay so far. Hopefully they'll be alright and they'll grow if we get some sunshine. So I thought I'd better just do a little chat about why my videos are a bit short and, well, about my mental health check-in. Because that's half of the reason I'm doing this, is to help me be more positive, because as you can tell from yesterday, that was Thursday, and today's videos, I'm not quite myself. I only did my hello today. I was more just get on and do it because it makes me feel better to actually feel like I've achieved something. So I got the potatoes in yesterday and that made me feel good, and then today I got the sweet corn in because, yeah, it looked like it needed putting in the ground instead of sitting on the tubes on the windowsill. So whether they probably won't survive, so I might have to plant some more. But it's a bit windy out here now, so I won't talk too long, but I did want to just check in and say yes, my mental health's not too good today. Was it today or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, one of my workers came round and had a chat to me and sort of said, well, you know, you've been doing this, you've been doing that, at least you've been getting in your garden, you know. I have got a 8-month-old baby to look after, so it's not easy with my mental health problems. It's not an excuse, but it is a reason. I have bipolar and I go up and down, my moods go up and down, so usually I'm in depressed mode more than happy mode. But I try and be as upbeat as I can and try not to let it get me down. It was just a normal day yesterday at home. Kids are at school, me at home with the baby, and then when he's asleep or when his dad pops round to spend some time with him, I then can escape in the garden for a little while and get something done that makes me feel me. Something that's for me, isn't it? Well, it's for all my children as well. I plant the food for my children to grow and feed them, have a little bit extra, something healthy and good, knowing that I've planted it from seed and grown it. That helps my mental health, and it makes me feel like I've achieved and accomplished something. And then actually getting to eat it is brilliant, because you know, you're literally reaping the rewards of your labour. It's great. So it really does help me stabilise my moods and make me feel like I've done something good. So yes, I'm sorry, because the little videos that I've done this week haven't been very upbeat and happy, because I've been a bit down, even though they're just normal days. So we can't always be happy, and we have to just plod along some days. So I've been plodding along. Hopefully though, things will start to change, because I'm going to get some medication that will go with what I'm already taking, and hopefully that'll give me a bit more of an uplifting mood, instead of just stabilising me, keeping me flatlined. It will help me be more happy, more normal, despite everything that's going on. So I just thought I'd let you know that yes, I did manage to plant the rest of the sweet corn, even though you didn't get to see that, and hopefully we'll be on the up. So yeah, I hope that everyone else is coping with their plodding along days as well, and we'll get some more gardening work done soon. So I shall leave it there, and I will catch up with you all very soon, I hope. So take care of yourselves. Bye from me.